Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of The Rundown right here from the Th3 Media Studios. I'm your host, Chris Fagan, and tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about some Mario stuff, and we're going to force feed you some topics, and then we're going to give our reviews on other things as well. Some trending topics online as well. We're starting a little late, so I'm kind of powering through it tonight here on the Force Feed. But joining me tonight, Joy Fagan. Hey, baby. Also sitting in chair number 3, we have returning champion, tallest man in the room,
Giovanni.
Or
Luigi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why. Oh yeah, shit, I literally just forgot that I was wearing this hat.
Wearing the Mario hat.
I forgot that I'm wearing the hat. So I'm Super Mario. Get it? Huh?
Yeah, Super
yeah. Mario Super, huh?
Mario Superman.
Yeah, exactly. Super Mario Man. There you go. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. If you like it, I love it.
That actually works.
That kind of does. Yeah, I like that. Guys, as usual, we're gonna go through our usual show here. We're gonna talk about entertainment news and we're gonna give our reviews on certain things. Remember that Th3 Medias, you can follow us on all of the socials and your Instagrams, your Twitters and whatnot. Make sure that every comment that you leave to us, if it's in the form of a question, it could be used on our show, or if it's just awesome, if you're like praising my hat and you're like, hey, that's kind of sexy. I mean, yeah. When you say that, then this lady right here might be like, who sent that? but it might get big up. It might get put on the show. Guys, if you are a member, if you follow us on YouTube, and if you are a Patreon, you get our exclusives that we record after the show. Our exclusive content that we call it the After Dark. So if we don't post, we just talked about that before we started the show. We haven't put up that much, but there is some exclusive content up there. And if you guys send us donations, and if we hit our daily goal, which is like $25, if we get super chats, if you guys send super chats, when you send a question live during our live show and you send super chats or donations and it hits our daily goal of $25, hey Peter Lane, what's going on, brother? Then we will let you guys watch us as we record the After Dark portion of the show. So remember to send your super chats. If you have any questions on any of the topics that we're talking about, if you want to go to streamlabs.com/Th3media/tips and send your questions there for a tip, or if you want to become a patron for exclusive content, then you, like I said, you'll get our exclusive content. And if we hit our daily goal during the show of $25 bucks. So if one person sends $25, hey, everybody gets to watch us as we turn the lights off and talk and get dark. But that's if we hit that goal. So, but in the live chat, just like Peter Lane did, he says, okay, that outfit was completely accidental, but nicely done. See? You see? If you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. so
be nice to Super Mario Man.
Yeah, it's Luigi. Itzy Medina says it's Luigi.
Yes.
I gotta turn on let me turn on all the live chat. There we go. Okay, let me go to everybody's and turn on the chats, because if the chat box is gonna be going off, then I guess I'm gonna have to show it. Where you at, Giovanni? Where's your chat box? There we go. There you go. It's on your left. Okay, there you go. So the chats are on. Everybody's talking, guys. If you have anything that you want to say during the show, say it. We want to hear it. We already talked about a goal. Before I get started, I'm going to mention right now. Last week we had a contest we're going to put you in a contest for Funko Pop, and we have a winner. Before I talk about that, while I look for the winner's name again, Gio, have you seen all 4 of the John Wick movies?
Yes, I have.
Where do you rank them? You can't enter the contest. Even if you were void, you are prohibited.
Am I too late?
You not only are you too late, but I wouldn't have given it to you anyway. You're too tall. You have to be at least 6'1".
Oh, I am at least 6'1". I'm taller than that. So
yeah. No, a 6'1" or under.
Oh, under 6'1".
To qualify. I don't know if our winner is over 6'1"
under
to
6'1".
qualify. I don't know if our winner is over 6'1". I'm just gonna say he is, because I'm 5'6". So.
You're 5'6".
What's your damn ranking? Man? What do you rank the John Wick movies?
I'm gonna rate it 4, 1, 3, 2.
4, 1, 3. I think that might have been my ranking. I think, yeah.
Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, that was my ranking. But our winner of the Funko Pop, and I already told him. I reached out to him. I said, "Hey, you won," and he was like, "Cool." I said, "Congratulations, bro! You won the drawing. I'll get your details later so I can send you the prize. We'll announce it on Thursday's show. So it's Thursday. So here it is. Here's the announcement. And your winner." Jesus Gonzalez.
Jesus Gonzalez is the winner?
I think you know him.
I do.
I cyber stalked him and I saw pictures of you. So
he is a cosplayer.
Yeah, he is a cosplayer.
Just like Itzy is a cosplayer.
Yeah,
and,
so
Itzy and I we're dating, just to let you know.
Oh, the young lady that's
the one at Comic Palooza.
Yeah, she's the young lady that's totally too good for you. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
no.
The one. Yeah. I was giving Giovanni. I was giving him shit. I was like, that's the reason why he had the thumbs up, because I was like, yeah, you know you're. No, I was just giving him a hard time. He announced it online and said we're dating now, and he was like, his picture was like this. I was like, yeah, because you know.
He's 6'3"? No way.
Who's 6'3"?
Peter says he's 6'3".
He's 6'3", so he's out of the contest. Boy,
yeah.
Anybody taller than me.
Don't even give us your ranking, bro.
No, he gave us his ranking. He told us what his ranking was for the movie, and he was into the contest. And Jesus Gonzalez is the winner. But if I would have known that he was that Jesus Gonzalez,
he's the Jesus Gonzalez.
He still would have won because his name was drawn. But I would have given him a hard time about it. But congratulations to you, and we're gonna continue contests like that. Not every week, but as time goes by, when I think of a good contest to put in, I'll have drawings. The prizes will get better and better. There won't just be Funko Pops. Maybe what I've dreamt about for when we reach 10,000 subscribers.
2 Funko Pops.
I was thinking about I was actually thinking about a console. I was like, but I can't afford that. And Joy's looking at me like. She was like, I didn't sanction that.
Just get like one of the ones that aren't expensive, like one of the older ones. Like I'll get you like a
Wii. But they're retro now, so they might be expensive anyway. So
we're freezing for split seconds off and on, like it's freezing back.
Are we freezing?
Yeah.
I don't drop detected a minute ago.
It's like split seconds. It's not like.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, it's raining.
It's a bad storm.
We have a storm going on out here right now here in Houston, and so that might be the issue. I do see drop frame detected 55% over 2 minutes. So I hope it's not too bad. I hope you guys bear with us, but we're as long as we're live, we're streaming. So
do it live.
I'm looking at the private chat that I have on Instagram. Jesus is about to send me a message right now. Are you watching live, bro?
He should be.
What time? He says, what time is the Thursday show? Like, dude, hold on. Let me do it right now. Hold on.
What time is the Thursday show? It is the Thursday show.
Right now, bro, I just announced you were the winner. Go to YouTube.
I'm going to message him.
So, yeah, congratulations to Jesus. So, let's see. Hopefully, he'll be in the live chat, and you guys give him a hard time about the Funko Pop. But congratulations, bro. Let's get started with the show. First, we're going to get started with our force feed, which is the segment where we just quickly go over the weekly headlines, and we give you the gist of it. So it's the headlines and the gist of it. So the head and the gist, if that doesn't sound dirty enough. Lord. So, babe, if you don't mind, could you tell us what we have on the force feed?
Well, number 1, Purdue beats Iowa, and both winning and losing teams come to the White House.
Did you let's give a minute. We'll only stay on each topic for like a minute. Did you hear about this?
No.
So the NCAA basketball tournament just ended, and for the whole season, I don't watch much college ball, but the new star, the new hotness was a lady named Kathleen from Iowa, hitting threes from like the fifth row. She's hitting threes from everywhere. She's she's filling up the seats. The whole year, she's doing the John Cena, you can't see me. And when she makes it to the finals, they lose. They lose to LSU, who during that game, their lead player does the same thing to her.
We're fully dropped. It's like my thing is telling me I can rewatch if I'd like.
What?
Wait, the feed the show cut out completely?
Yeah, my link.
After being diagnosed with lung
I still see it.
Yeah.
he took MD Anderson Cancer
Like
Center.
mine.
Let me double check.
And my life.
No, we're still live.
In that game, they're
I'd like.
wait.
Yeah, I'm still.
Oh, wait.
The show cut out.
No.
Yeah, my link.
Guys, tell us if we're still live. George telling us we might have dropped, but if we're still up, tell us if we're give us. Can y'all still see us?
I just.
Oh, that's Joy just wrote that. Let me. So guys, let me take a second, and let me double check tubes. It did for Peter Lane says it did for a second. So
I think we're back.
we might have came back. Okay, we'll power through. But long story short, and when I need to make that a sound. Like, remember Clue when everybody said long story short? You remember what they said?
You're gonna have to remind me.
Everybody went too late. Because it was monologuing too long. So long story short.
You were too late.
Oh God, you blew it. Anyway, long story short, too late. When LSU beat Iowa, she did the same taunts onto her, but she got shit for it, and that was a whole thing, Anyway, so First Lady of the United States, Jill Biden, made a suggestion to invite both, for the first time ever, the winning and the losing team to the White House to celebrate women. But people were like, hold on. Like no, that's never happened before, ever. And then race got involved in it because LSU is a mostly black college. And when she went to watch the game, everybody knew she was rooting for Iowa, which is a mostly white college. So it became a whole thing. If LSU would have lost, would you have invited LSU and all that stuff? So it became a big issue.
Oh, and they've never done it before.
And they've never done it before.
It's always just been the winner.
So Angela right there in the
Since
picture that's
forever.
doing the You Can't See Me, she's flat out said straight up. She's like, I'm not going. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go to the White House now. I'd rather meet the Obama. So it's basically Jill Biden pretty much put her foot in her mouth. And it wasn't even an official thing. She said, I'm going to suggest to Joe that we invite both teams. And then they later walked it back.
That doesn't make sense.
But it doesn't make, yeah.
Only invite the winning team.
Exactly.
Right.
You don't give, and she had a major, and here's another thing that Angela is the young lady from LSU that did the You Can't See. She made a good point. She said the men played as well. You didn't invite the losing men team.
Nope.
So why are you inviting the losing women team? It's because you wanted Iowa to win. And it's like it became a whole thing. So anyway, guys, let us know what you guys think about that. What's next on the unless you had a thing to add. Okay, what's next on the board?
Five Nights at Freddy's is set to open in October in theaters and Peacock.
By the way, Peter Lane was on time with the joke when I said long story short. He's like, too late.
Too late.
Yeah,
I see that.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to make that a sound. Long story short, too late. I need everybody to say it. Five Nights at Freddy's. Has anybody here play that?
I have.
I've never played it. I'm too scared.
You have to play it at least once.
I'm not gonna. I'm just like Joy with watching horror movies. Horror video games get me, man.
Well, you know the premise of the game, right? Because I know the premise.
Yes, it's scary. That's the premise.
There's a little more to it than
I heard it's a little funny too.
So it's like there's a pizzeria, and you have your animatronic.
The Chuck E. Cheese animatronic.
Yes. And they're all different like characters.
Yeah.
And in these games, you are you're basically working the night shift so that nothing happens in the pizzeria. But these animatronics come to life, and you have to close the doors. You have to turn off the lights, and you have to make sure that the animatronics don't come and kill you.
Yeah, I've seen like that.
Yeah.
Like,
and it gets really scary if they do come and kill you because they jump at the screen.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's so scary. But
babe, you want to play that? No.
It became such. I think there's like 5 or 6 of those games now.
Yeah.
And there's so much lore and that has become of the finance of Freddy's that there's so much backstory that I am not surprised that there's a movie made about it. So,
but here's the thing: the headline says that they're going to do a day and date. It's gonna drop in theaters and on Peacock at the same time. You know what the last movie that did that? Halloween Ends. You know how much money that movie made?
Yeah.
Day and date and theater releases is a bad sign.
We learned that with like the
Wonder
pandemic.
Woman do that
You know.
Well, that was during that was right at the beginning of the pandemic, so I give them a pass for that decision. But doesn't that scare you on how their confidence level on the movie?
I think they should only put it in theaters.
But if they know it's going to probably be bad, that's probably why. It has already been proven that if you release a movie in theaters before streaming, it makes more money. That the numbers are already in on that. So if after all that data, they're still doing a day and date, I thought they would never do a day and date again. But Five Nights at Freddy's, day and date.
I mean, it was a big bad decision when Warner Brothers had that year-long thing for all Warner Brothers movies.
Yeah.
The Matrix Revolutions, or what was it called?
Resurrections. I'm gonna Dune also. I'm gonna give them a pass on that because there was a chance that if the pandemic got worse or if it stayed the same, he would have been right. But it got better, so he was wrong. He shot from the half court line on the back, and he bricked. He missed. Yeah. He took it. He assumed.
That's why the whole Black Widow thing.
Yeah.
That's why Scarlett Johansson sued Disney, and then because the money didn't make a lot of money, the movie didn't make a lot of money, and it just became a whole thing. So I'm surprised that they're wanting to stream it on Peacock at the same time.
That just tells me that the movie's probably
not
bad.
Going to be that good, but I have high hopes about it because of the source
of
material.
The game. You like
the
game? Okay.
Yeah, I like the game, and I know a lot of people who do, and if they don't bring justice to that movie,
you're gonna riot.
You're gonna
Giovanni was at the last insurrection, so he'll be at the next one.
Oh my god!
Wait, what we got? Oh, and if there's like a poll question that you think I should post, tell me and I'll remind me because sometimes I forget to I want to put a polling question.
Hello, everyone. Luigi, what's up, Daniel?
But what's the next topic?
Filming has wrapped on the Joker sequel.
Did you hear about that? Did you see the pictures of some of the
Lady
pictures?
Gaga?
Yeah, Lady Gaga. Here's one of. Let me turn it on here. Let me get it up on screen. Is it not working? Oh, where is it? Chrome. There it is. There's Joker right there.
He looks good.
I mean, he looks like he's in the prison bus. He's heading.
He looks like how he did in the first movie.
Yeah. Here's Lady Gaga.
Demented. And also demented, but
look at those eyes. Look at those dead eyes.
She looks like she hasn't slept in a week.
Maybe not.
Yeah, well, Mr. J is really demanding. I just want to see how, because she's Dr. Harley Quinzel. I want to see that change when he starts to corrupt her, and she slowly turns to him. I want to see it.
The thing is that we've already seen a very good Harley adaptation by Margot Robbie, and
that's the fun. That was the fun. I got the
fun Harley.
That's the fun Suicide Squad Harley. I want to see the dark, abused. Oh God! Okay, I'm gonna get canceled for saying that. Sorry. Tabitha already hates. With this one, already hates the Joker character and stuff. So I don't want to see a woman abuse. Let me refrain.
You mean broken?
I just want to see the brokenness of it because when the Suicide Squads was being filmed, there was a scene where Jared Leto and Margot Robbie were arguing in the street, and he hit her and all that stuff. They were showing the deterioration of their relationship, which would have been perfect leading into the emancipation of Harley Quinn, but they cut it out. They never really showed. They showed him being abusive, but they didn't show what they probably needed to show. But all they really showed in Suicide Squads was them getting their car going into the river and Batman catching up to him, and then Batman pulling Harley out, and Joker just leaving her to get arrested by Batman. I mean, they just showed that he didn't have her back, but They cut out.
They cut out a lot of the backstory.
They cut out a lot of the backstory. So I'm assuming that we're gonna see the manipulating, the luring her in, and then probably maybe at the end he'll betray her.
Well, what do you think about this being a musical?
I don't think it's when they say musical. I think
They
there
said
will
something about
be
it being a
music.
musical, though.
They did. They said it's a musical, but just as much as part one was a musical. Like the scene when Joker.
You think there's going to be little snippets as he's seeing things in our early.
I think it's going to be in his head.
Like when he saw how he wanted the TV show the
Oh,
TV show to have
yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
How he saw things when he was watching and they weren't.
Yeah.
Really
When
what
Lady
was
Gaga
happening.
breaks out in song, I think it's gonna all be in their heads. Like when he killed those guys in the subway in part one, and then he went to the bathroom, locked himself in, and he did that little symphony for himself.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's gonna be. Because that was mostly on his head. That music wasn't really playing; it was just all in his head.
Yeah,
So-
because he's insane.
He's insane.
Yeah.
So I think if they break out in the song, I think it's just gonna be mostly in his head, or her head, or their head. So who knows?
Don't think it
Oh,
would
they're
be the
both, they're
entire.
both insane.
I don't think the whole city is gonna break out and dance and song.
Then that would be
and
kinda-
like Gotham just goes,
Yeah.
you know, it turns into what's that famous musical
Rent?
night Saturday night.
So-
The dude from Clue, the butler from Clue, he was in
Oh.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Think-
but
I think we're probably thinking more along the lines of like Zoe's Extraordinary
playlist.
Playlist.
Yeah,
So
it's
there's
that was all in her
several songs that
head.
You'll
Yeah.
see throughout, but not the entire.
Exactly.
The entire movie.
All right, what's next?
The Little Mermaid remake updated song lyrics so Prince Eric doesn't force himself on Ariel. There are some lyric changes in Kiss the Girl because people have gotten very sensitive about the idea that Prince Eric would in any way force himself on Ariel. Plus revisions in Poor Unfortunate Souls regarding lines that girls feel that they shouldn't speak out of turn, even though Ursula is clearly manipulating Ariel to give up.
Yeah,
her
that was the whole
That-
point of the song. She was manipulating her, and
Well, and the whole thing was also at a different time when, like, the father is very much like speak when spoken to
Yeah.
type of a time period. So
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
she's a child. She's not an adult.
People need
so
to remember Ariel. Now when we talked about this before we went live. Like,
Yeah,
why is that a bad? I just remembered something. Ariel is like 16. I know it was more accepted back then because the life
Are
expectancy.
they changing her age for this movie?
She's
So-
probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they're close to
at
the same
least
age.
18
But
or-
Eric, even in the cartoon, Eric the prince was like in his 20s and she was 16. Like he was deep in his 20s. That was even in the cartoon, but she was like a 14,
Yeah,
15, 16-year-old
But
girl.
as far as that scene, when the kiss the girl, the scene,
They're
they
both
wanting
yeah.
to kiss
But
each other.
but the problem that people are probably having is probably the age difference. Even if they both wanted it, would you want your 16-year-old daughter kissing her 28-year-old
no,
boyfriend?
But also, King Triton didn't know that she
I
was
was-
there.
Well,
Exactly. But
and
when he
Even though
found
she
out,
wasn't
what did he do?
Yeah.
He was
And
pissed.
Ariel can't speak, so it's not like
No.
she can say, "Dude, I'm 14."
Yeah, she can't tell him anything.
She can't talk.
Let's let the court of public opinion handle
right on the
it. How many
tip.
teacher sex scandals has that excuse worked? I didn't know she was 4. No,
Yeah,
what
I
was
can't
it?
even speak.
What was it? Chris Hansen. Every time Chris Hansen
my
comes out of that, yeah, they should somebody online do that sketch. I need Little Mermaid, and then Chris Hansen comes out when that boat is spinning around and it's all romantic. Chris Hansen comes out and so Prince Eric, what are you doing here? What's going on here?
But also, does she even have an ID? She used to be a mermaid. She
But
can't
does
even
that
prove her own
excuse?
age.
But does that excuse work for anybody that go? I thought she was 18.
Like,
I haven't watched this to know if they're. I'm assuming
I'm just creating scandal.
They're making it in the same time frame,
Yeah.
way back in the day,
Yeah.
where it was extremely common for people at 14 to get.
Yeah, I'm
married,
pretty sure in this
whatever.
live action
yeah,
version
it
they're going to
was-
be the same
It was
age.
all like, they're just getting married.
Yeah.
And
And
if-
we don't really care.
And
Hey, look,
if,
look,
we
if
are
we're
making
be-
it in current times, then I'm sure they will say she's 18.
I'm pretty sure they're going to be the same age, close to the same age. But if you want to talk about,
Well, regardless, they can't even, like I said, you have no IDs under the seat.
Seashell comes out. I'm like,
Yeah.
Minor.
I mean,
She's a minor pearl.
I mean, for all we know, as a fish, is it like cat lives? And
Yeah.
she's 3,
Hey,
but
look.
technically she's
All
45. Like,
Look at all
People
this.
grow faster under the seat.
Listen to all this victim blaming here. Chris Hansen wouldn't hear any of this nonsense. I'm like, so you clearly thought that she was an adult, huh? So here on your text message.
Tell Chris has to take a dive under the seat.
Yeah,
Fish
no.
lives, she's 5. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't even know.
Oh, look,
This is just another
I'm gonna let them
reason-
throw themselves under the bus here. I'm on
This is
the.
just another reason why this whole thing is ridiculous.
I'm on. Look.
Like,
She better. If you want to talk about, if I'm gonna be suspending my disbelief on
Movies
the
are
fact
silly.
that
I'm
a black
assuming-
woman back then would have even been allowed in that castle. Like, if you want to be real about it.
And
So
as Peter said, and they
Oh.
were never on a date.
Yeah.
He was just driving her around to be
yeah.
nice.
nice.
You know, as Chris Hansen is getting him the prince arrested, she came on to me.
I'm sure.
The crab was pushing her on me, man. It's not my
I'm
fault.
sure when she's arguing with her father, they will make it a point to be like, "Daddy, I'm 18, and you gotta let me go."
Show us on the fish where he
So
touched
that
you,
way
Ariel.
Everybody knows we're legal. It's okay.
Legal, yeah. As Sebastian is my witness, she came on to
Yeah,
me.
But as far as the change in lyrics go, it's. I mean, in the original movie, they wanted to kiss each other. Like that was the thing.
Okay,
And I'm like,
let your as Geppetto said,
It's
let
the-
your conscience be your guide.
It's the new what is the Christmas song. that they had to-
I am not condoning any of this, but no, let's just see. I think they're going to be the same age. But let us know what you guys think. Let's move on to the next topic real fast before we end the
that
force
was the end
feed.
of your force feed.
I wrote a new one in. All right.
You didn't give it to me.
My bad. I forgot to put in the rest of the notes. Live action Moana film was announced by The Rock on his Instagram. He says he's going to do a live action version of the movie Moana, and it's caused a lot of uproar. I even saw a comment on the Instagram that was like, I know he voiced Maui, but they need to get another actor who looks like Maui. I'm like,
they can find another big Hawaiian dude for that.
I mean, of course, there's plenty, but
With hair.
But it's The Rock's character. So it's like, I had a problem with that comment because people were giving Will Smith hell about the fact that you can't replace Robin Williams as the genie. And Will Smith made that character his own. He didn't try to outshine Robin Williams. He just did his own genie. But he still paid homage to him. The Rock is the voice of Maui in the cartoon. See, all these are the same people that were like, Ariel can't be white, black because she was white in the cartoon. So you even got the living guy who voiced the character. And just you know what this is really about, in my opinion? This is about Black Adam and all the drama that's going on with DC. It's Rock's turn. It's just in the news. It's just The Rock's turn to be given hell because of how that all turned out. That's what this is really about. These same people talking about stop changing the original, stop changing things, stop it. You got the original guy. It's The Rock. But even he can't play Maui. Get the Smurf out of here. What do you think about that? Anybody?
I'm thinking also
Means
with
he
the
gonna
right
wear a
amount
fat
of
suit or
makeup,
what?
and prosthetics, he could look like that guy.
The Rock has looked like that in another movie. That movie with Kevin Hart where he had the fat suit on and he was big and
Fuck.
what was it?
Central Intelligence.
Yeah, Central Intelligence.
Yes.
So maybe they'll go that route, or maybe Maui will just be a muscular, strong dude. But it's. I mean, he won't have to put too much more tattoos on his body. He'll just do the other side.
Yeah.
It's the Rock. Why people just want to complain, man?
I'm just saying, as far as this goes, like it's way too soon to make a film.
That's the only complaint I have about it, because most of these live action remakes are movies that are like 20
Really
years or
old,
older.
yeah.
This was within 10 years. But my only thought to that is The Rock. You got The Rock now. He's still kicking. I don't think you want to wait until he's 90.
To make
after
a
he's
live action film.
yeah,
like his film.
because you're definitely going to recast then.
Yeah.
But I mean, he still has some juice in Hollywood, so maybe that's. I mean, having the bump in the road that he had with Black Adam ain't gonna stop Disney from because Disney is still working with him on that other movie that he just did with not the Jungle. It's not Jungle. Was it not Jungle Cruise? What was it called? Was it Jungle Cruise? Is that the movie that The Rock did? Yeah. Like he has a Disney contract going right now. There's a sequel to that coming. So he's in good with Disney. So I'm not surprised he convinced Disney to do this. So I just thought it was kind of soon. But you got The Rock. You got The Rock. If it flops,
he has other big movies he can make.
He's earned himself enough Hollywood capital to after the Black Adam debacle thing. I think he's earned a little capital. He'll be fine. Or maybe it'll flop and it'll be the end of his career. Who knows? I don't know.
But everyone liked Moana anyway, so
it was a great movie.
And
I think even Joy liked that movie. She hates every cartoon. She hates Disney. All right, that's the end of the force feed. Let's go into the main topics. So guys, let us know what you think about that and all the other the topics on the force feed. Is that the okay? All right. I was making sure I didn't mess something up. And just let us know your thoughts on that, and we'll talk about it maybe on an upcoming We Got Your Mail. So let's talk about the main topic. Okay, I'm gonna be real quick about this. So I'm hearing myself. Is there your value? Yeah.
Oh, let me put it even further down.
Making sure that we're still streaming.
Yeah. Okay. Volume off. Got it.
So guys. In YouTube news, this isn't even really news. So there's been some changes there's a channel called the John Campea Show. And there's a little bit of a connection. We're like 3 years, what was it, 8 like degrees or 6 degrees of separation between this studio and John Campea's way more popular and way more followed studio. And guys, by the way, if you're watching us live, is the channel that I aspire to be more like and I emulate. There's been recent changes on the show, and I'm going to talk a little bit about them. Let me see if I can get this up. I got the wrong thing up. For starters, let's talk. I don't have a full page John Campea graphic, so I'm sorry about that. So let me start with. First of all, John Campea has a assistant that was on the channel, Robert Meyer Burnett. And if you don't know who John Campea is, this is John Campea. Here's a picture of him in the middle. And Campea's brother-in-law by the name of Ray Ora. Full disclosure, I have been in direct communication with Ray Ora before, just direct messaging, nothing big. We talked about my channel and things about their channel. So anyway, Ray Ora does all of their graphics and whatnot. When John Campea went solo on his channel, and things got a little bit better. He brought back, or at least brought to the forefront, his voice. I don't company's like stole one of our panelists. You got your attention there, didn't I, Giovanni? Right there, Giovanni. Like what? Giovanni, right there, Giovanni. Like what the fuck? He's like what happened?
Who did he steal?
So I always joke about this. I say he stole one of our co-hosts. That was the picture I showed you earlier, Miss Amy Newman. Amy Newman here, if you don't know, has been on the channel for over a good part of the whole, like 2020, 2021 mostly, and we joke about it because she auditioned to join the John Campea Show because she lives in California. John is based in California. Me and her, we only did the show remotely. And she joked about it. She's like, dude, John, this is when she got the job. She was there temporarily. She said, John is doing open auditions for the John Campea audition for it. She auditioned. I said, you're going to get it. And she did it. She got it. She was there. Out was because she was filling in for another co-host, which is by the name of Chris Carr. Chris Carr was taking a step back for a while. I think she got COVID, and Amy came in to fill in. Around this time, John was talking about how now that we have sponsors and we got more money coming in, and
it's skipping a lot.
It's still skipping.
Peter says he can type, but can't see.
Oh man! So that whole monologue was.
It keeps like big time coming in and out.
Let me double check.
It's loading for me.
Yeah, all I have is loading. They're able to type in the box,
I'm Nicole Hockley from Sandy Hook Promise.
but it's not the video feeds.
We're still live though.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can
so
still.
they're typing. They
They can
get
still hear us,
through
but we're skipping. I
the
think
other-
this story like all real bad. So like, long story short, too late. Amy Newman came in to fill in, but it looked like they were all going to grow into one big. Recently, John was starting to announce changes like.
Danny!
I appreciate you, Danny. John kept announcing changes like we're going to include Amy Newman. We're going to include our new host, Alu, and everybody. But then little by little, these people started to leave the channel. And one day on John's live, when he was asked, why are these people joining the channel and then leaving? And he tells, I mean, he announces on his show that he wants the show is called the John Campea Show, and he was advised to make the show more centered around him. And his followers or just trolls that just happen to follow him and giving him shit about it. You got these people. We loved Amy Newman. Why? Who doesn't love Amy Newman? Amy Newman helped elevate this show. When she was on this show, she elevated it. John is good at picking talent. The problem was that John Campea is not the type of guy who's afraid of taking a chance, and if that thing is not working, he will cut it off real fast. So what I'm seeing on the John Campea show is that he's not getting the results that he thought he was going to get, so he's doing a lot of cutbacks. So all these people were auditioning for the channel and helping out with the channel, and people started to like and were getting used to, they had to leave because it turned. This is my opinion. I don't get any information from anybody. I don't even ask Amy about what's going on behind the scenes because it's not my business. I don't care, and she wouldn't tell me anyway, even if I did ask. But this is my opinion. John is the type of guy who's just not afraid of taking chances. If it's not working, he'll end it. But when he mentioned on his show that his financial advisor said the show needs to be more centered around him because it's called the John Campea Show, but you have it stretched in with all these other panelists. I guess he realized that the show can make the same amount of money it can with so these people started to get cut out. But lately, a lot of people have just been giving him shit about it. There's no real reason why I'm bringing this up and made this a topic. I just wanted to talk about it because, like, my show has gone through changes. I'm the same way. I'm not afraid of trying something different to elevate the show, and if it doesn't work, I'll cut it out. If Giovanni's back full time, if it's not, and if he passes gas just one out of here.
Well, as Tab likes to say, Chris is all about the gossip. He is a messy.
Biatch. I am. But no. Nobody has fed me any information about the. Thank you for the donation, Daniel. But remember, if you send in a super chat, they put it in the form of a question because we'll talk about it or a funny comment.
The lights.
We have. I'm sending someone. I'm typing a response to him.
My whole point about the John Campea show and why these changes are happening, I just feel like he's finding a groove. He's finding his voice. He's finding where the show is, what works and what doesn't, and he's cutting it out. He's getting shit about his channel because the people that he brought on, and it looked like he had the money to do it. He's got the sponsors. He's got the support of his channel. Daniel is just an example of imagine what Daniel is doing for the channel right now on this channel, and imagine that times like 500. That's what John Campea pretty much gets every day.
He means Danny to send $500.
Yeah, so convince everybody that's on the live chat to keep sending us $2 or $1.
Yeah.
I don't no.
Or Danny only sends $500.
Yeah, Daniel sends $500. It's gonna get real dirty real fast around here. Are we almost? Okay, no, we're a couple of bucks away from our after dark goal. Danny's trying to see what we're gonna talk about after dark.
Danny, you trying to get us to take our shirts off?
Yeah.
I won't be taking my shirt. Not doing it.
If the price is right, like, let's be real.
Peter says he hasn't watched John in ages. It's you guys, movie bobbing charts with band.
I feel like John has realized that he can
Danny.
save some money
It's just a question.
without
Yes, it's a question. But
Look,
what
listen
are
what-
you asking?
we got a wisecracker over here in the comment section. But the question on the John Campea show is like, will some of these people come back? I don't. They're taking a step back and they're going to do their own things in their own channels. I've asked Amy Newman to. Amy's gonna be coming back to the channel here whenever she's available, whenever our timing is correct. So everybody's pretty much going off on their own to focus on their own, individual channels and projects. And I think the changes that are coming, I am one of these fans that are not used to seeing something that I like. I loved it when all these other people were on the channel, and then they go away so fast. It kicks my ass too. I hate it. But guys, it's his channel. We don't know what's going on behind the scene. Let the guy do what he wants to do with his own channel. Let the guy do his thing. You can if you want more Robert Meyer Burnett, you can go to his YouTube channel on the Burnett Work. If you want to see Amy Newman does more work with Taylor Gonzalez. Let me pull his picture back up if I have it. Amy can be seen with where's his picture? Where's Taylor at? Taylor Gonzalez. No, damn. I don't even have Taylor
That's
up.
Lady Gaga.
That's Lady
You
Gaga.
had it earlier.
I had it up
Where
earlier.
it went.
You can see Amy Newman with Taylor Gonzalez. You can also see Amy here on this channel as well, whenever our schedules line up. So there's a bunch of YouTube channels out there that just loves giving John Campea shit, and I'm not a John Campea apologist. Maybe I am. I don't know. I probably am. But come on, guys, let the man have his channel. Because of all the streaming problems and stuff and everything, it was kind of throwing me off. That's not kind of how I wanted that segment to go, but that was basically the gist of it. I'm gonna move on, babe. Babe? This is your next segment. I'm gonna get off of this soapbox and let's talk about the next topic.
Cruel Intentions, the TV series, is in the works. After multiple years of attempting and failing to get a series based on the film Cruel Intentions off the ground, it appears the series has finally found a new home. A new report says that Prime Video has ordered an 8-episode series based on the 1999 cult classic, according to TV Line. The series is set to begin production later this month in Toronto. I'm all for it.
Gio, have you ever seen Cruel Intentions?
I wish I could say yes.
You've never seen Cruel Intentions?
I have seen it many, many times.
It's like people always do that. You've never seen The Godfather? What are you trying to say? I'm like, well, based on your reaction, I guess I just said your mother's a whore.
See, I got that same reaction when I told people I haven't seen The Office.
You've never seen The Office? Me and Joy just watched that, started watching that a couple of years ago. We just caught up to The Office, just a couple of years ago. So, yeah, we were...
I think that was one of your pandemic.
Yeah, we're during the
There was a lot
pandemic.
of-
We caught up to The
There was a lot
Office.
of pandemic
I mean, it's the same
watches.
thing when someone hasn't seen Star Wars and I look at them like they're crazy.
Peter Lane's like, neither have I. I'm like, neither have I. You've never seen The Office? No.
You're a disgrace.
Or Cruel Intentions?
Like, we
Cruel
just
Intentions.
started watching Modern Family, like it's been over for several years.
Oh, I haven't even attempted to watch that.
We never had an interest until we started seeing all these clips on TikTok, and they were hilarious, so we were like, maybe we should.
So, what is the meaning of life? Chris?
Oh, goodness. So, Daniel's is asking, what is the meaning of life here? So, well, there's a little delay here on my chat box here. Let me see if it's coming up. Daniel's his super chat says, "What is the meaning of life?"
I'm going to answer.
To be a subscriber to the rundown. How did that get you so? But let me talk about the topic, man. The meaning of life is watching those two girls kiss during Cruel Intentions. The best scene of it, Sarah Michelle Gellar making out on Cruel Intentions with and slob and spit. Best part of that scene was that stream of thin spit that connected both of their lips when they stopped kissing. Best part of the movie.
That's the
Perfect.
meaning of life?
The meaning of life. The meaning of life.
The meaning of life is apparently shared spit.
Yes, shared spit between girls. If Tabitha was here, she'd get it.
She would also be laughing at this.
Yeah, but I mean, I know that I love that movie so much, but I don't think it's going to be connected to the version that we saw in the 90s. It's going to be a whole new thing, and every sequel to Cruel Intentions was not that well received or well done. There was a sequel to Cruel Intentions that Sarah Michelle Gellar was even in, and it wasn't. It was still a flop. Are we?
Jesus, the guy who won the contest, he just asked me, "You've never seen Cruel Intentions?" No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, that was Was it
Jesus?
Jesus Gonzalez.
The winner, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you tell him, Steve Dave.
Steve Dave.
All right. Okay. What's the next topic? Let's go on there, guys. Let us know what you guys think about Cruel Intentions. Are you excited about seeing this? Are you one of the Cruel Intentions fans like me?
Are you a fan of shared spit?
Are you a fan of shared spit? Tell us below how you share spit in the comments below, and maybe we'll talk about it on We Got Your Spit.
On After Dark.
Yeah, spit after dark. Spit on my face after dark.
Oh,
moving on. What's the next one?
Another new series, Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling production, I think, is HBO doing this? I think. Going to basically reboot all the movies into a TV series.
You know what? I don't know how I did it, but I forgot to make a lower third for that. Oh, no, I did. I did forget to make a lower third. I didn't forget.
I'll be in the minority, and I'm like, I don't give a rat's.
Well,
I'm not a Harry Potter fan. Sorry.
Well, as someone who is a Harry Potter fan,
yeah, you tell him, Steve Dave.
Why? That's the question. Why? You already have 8 films, and they're just like reaching in the money bowl. Like,
because she wants to be relevant.
They're scratching the bottom of the barrel of the Harry Potter franchise, and they're like, you know what? Let's just do the same thing, but a TV series. But you're not going to have the original cast, are you?
No, they're rebooting. The long rumored Harry Potter TV series for HBO Max is on track to clear the biggest hurdle in its path to the screen. A deal with the book's author J.K. Rowling, which I know that's not going to go off without a bunch of people protesting and upset, because anything that J.K. Rowling does, or any money she makes from the series, from her creation, she's getting shit for because of her homophobic beliefs. J.K. Rowling, who has creative control over any exploitation of her work. Warner Brothers is in talks with Rowling to join the project as a producer. Deadline has confirmed. Once she comes on board, the project, which is in nascent stage, is expected to look for a writer. As first reported by Bloomberg, the general idea is for each season of the potential TV series is to focus on one book in Harry Potter's series, which consists of 7 books, so at least 7 seasons.
So then, what's next? Twilight after that? Are we going to reboot Twilight into a whole series?
The glittering.
I really hope not.
The series would be produced by Warner Brothers Television, HBO Max, and its then parent company Warner Media started exploring a potential Harry Potter TV series a couple of years ago.
Is Hollywood running out of ideas?
Yes.
No. That's always the thing that people say, but just like Everything Everywhere All at Once, there's plenty of original stuff that just, unlike Everything Everywhere All at Once, that just doesn't get watched for the most part. But the thing that makes the most money are franchises and nostalgia projects. It's just a fact. There's a reason why they made $1 billion. So it's not that Hollywood is running out of ideas. It's just that we know where the money is.
Yeah, they know where the money is.
So nobody here is really excited about anybody in the comment section.
No.
We officially said we do not need any more Harry Potter.
I loved the movie back then, yet I don't even remember there was a part 2. I don't know how I feel about this new one coming out.
There's like 5 or 6 movies.
Yeah. There's
a bunch of movies.
Yeah, there's 8 films, and then you have the Fantastic Beasts movies
Which I haven't even watched one of them.
Yeah, I tried watching that first one. I got so bored. I couldn't even
They said the
finish it.
second one was better. Was there 3 that
There's
they made?
3. The third one came out last
They
year.
said the second and the third one were better than the first one. But then when
Not
the
that
the controversy.
All I really know is my son read them all when he was a child. I saw a few when he was little and didn't watch any many times.
Yeah.
And that was the extent of my Harry Potter.
I feel like that you don't need.
I love the
more Harry
movie
Potter,
back
but-
then, but yet I don't even remember. She said that was about Cruel Intentions, not Harry Potter.
No, I just read that.
Daniel wants
Yeah,
to
but
know,
she said that was about
Harry
Cruel
Potter?
Intentions.
Daniel wants to know what's Harry Potter.
What's Harry Potter?
Harry Potter is the
Harry
meaning of
Potter is
life.
a story about a guy who tried to murder a child,
But we don't speak
and he
of his name.
failed.
We
Yeah,
don't speak of his name. He is he who shall not be named.
yeah. Kang.
Came and tried to came.
His name is Kang. All right.
Harry
Are
Potter?
you guys excited about Harry Potter? Let us know, man. Let us know in the comment
Harry
section.
Potter
We'll
holds
talk
the
about
meaning of life.
Harry Potter is the meaning of life. Maybe I should make that into a poll. All right, let me make a poll.
What's
real
Harry
quick.
Potter?
No.
What's the meaning of life?
No.
What's
Are-
shared spit?
You
Next will be Jeopardy.
let me write the damn poll.
What is shared spit?
Are you?
That's the
Is it,
answer.
are you interested in a Harry Potter series? I want you guys to vote for this right now. Here we go. Let's see what you guys are thinking in the community section there. All right. The poll is up. Let us know what you guys think in the poll. Vote. What's the next topic, Beck?
YouTuber Tanner Cook, known for pranking people, was shot at a Washington, D.C. area mall on Sunday. Tanner Cook, who appears on the Classified Goons YouTube channel, said he was playing a prank when a man shot him.
Jill. Or
People
you're
off
checking out
Facebook.
your items.
Oh, he's a prankster.
He's a prankster. And he walks up to you as you're checking stuff out. He just grabs one of your items and he's gonna take it. And there was a video where he's like, "What are you doing? That's mine." And he says the same thing pretty much. No, this is mine. Why are you trying to take this from me? He's like, "From you? You're stealing it from me." And he's like, "No, you're stealing it from." It's pretty much. I'm doing it. I'm not doing it as annoying as this guy is. But he tried this prank recently. I guess it was in a mall. Babe, what was those details?
It didn't say what the prank was, but he was
I'm gonna
shooting.
assume it's that.
He was with his channel partner,
Yeah.
and they were shooting a prank in a mall, and this dude was like not having it, and shot him.
He's a lot, but then there was a bunch of like his father was like, he's a good family boy, a Christian boy, and we don't want to judge him for this. He's just a 21-year-old. Like no, you take your chances in this. You annoy people like this. Like look, I'm all for pranks. The things that I don't like about these prank channels is nobody knows how much money these guys are making off of. Some of these guys are making thousands of dollars off of each view. Some of these pranks get millions of views, and they get you to sign a waiver like, can we use your likeness? What you're really signing away is you don't ask for any of the money that we're making.
But
cut them in on the money.
Frequently now, we're pushing the limits of what's funny, and frequently we'll watch things that'll be like, all right, you're gonna mess with the wrong person.
Yeah, and this what
There you
like
go.
I'm not asking for people to get shot. I'm glad he survived, but
To which he also said, this does not deter him.
He's gonna keep doing it.
Continuing his love, he will continue to make his.
what do you think about it, GL? Should we turn this channel into a prank channel? Mr. Unoriginal Comics over there?
Yeah, but our unoriginal comics are scripted.
Yeah.
This is not scripted.
Oh, this is scripted too. Tonight we're gonna go fuck with people and make money off
and
of
then
their.
those people are like, why are you stealing my groceries?
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, and that's the whole prank. Like I said, if
Like these pranksters are just viewed as just douchebags.
Yeah.
And I'm not for shooting people either, but I'm like, you're messing with
what
people
they play
you
play
don't
stupid
even know.
games? What do they say about stupid games?
Can you do my taxes, dude?
We'll
Daniel-
save all the questions for we got your mail.
I'm just gonna go with yes.
Is that the question?
Mm-hmm.
That's Danny's question. Can you do my taxes?
can you do my taxes? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Can I do them correctly?
That's where we get a little iffy on it.
Can I do it? I don't know. That's the question. I mean, if you want, I mean, when you open your tax return, you might hear the sound of. That'd be your bank account
Play
blowing
stupid
up.
games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When you mess with people, you don't know what they're capable of.
Yeah, you don't know. That dude could have been having a bad day,
Yeah.
and obviously he was. I mean, dude pulled out a piece.
Yeah.
and like, I don't understand why. Like I said, if at the end of the prank, and if you go, can we use your likeness? If that waiver also says we will give you a percentage of whatever monetization is, but none of these YouTubers do that.
No.
They're not. They're going to get you to sign a waiver that says we can use your likeness, and that's it.
For our own.
Okay. But you're making money off of off of their time. You're wasting their time. You're annoying them, and all this bull corn. What am I missing here now? Something else happened here?
Bruh. Where do I send my W-2? Here, let me go get it.
Yeah. But I'm like, all these prank channels, man. I mean, it's bound to happen. And there was another YouTuber who went to jail. These pranks and stuff, like you said, they're getting out of hand. I'm like, I don't even know why. Like I said, look, if there was a guarantee that I could make all that kind of crazy money off of it, I don't know, maybe I'd do it. But I just can't bother people like that. Because you never know what people are going through. We just had a pandemic. People are going through some ish. Like nobody wants to be a part of your little. And I bet you he's one of those guys that, like, when people get annoyed with him, he starts getting annoyed back with them. Like, he starts giving that same energy as if they're doing something wrong for not wanting to be a part of his stupid ass prank. But
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that you said in the article, he said that it hasn't deterred him. He's gonna.
Yeah, he said.
Like the second I'm pranking the doctor right now. I pretended to flatline like 3 times during the operation. I got you, bro.
I got you, bro.
Yeah. I pulled my own plug, bro. Like and subscribe. No, that bullshit. Like, oh god, oh man, I don't know. It never ends with somebody.
Yeah, from like the bad pranksters, like they just seem like real douchebags, like I said earlier, and I feel like these people they don't know what a random person can do. Like, you're gonna prank someone, I think that you should try to like do something that's not so invasive, like stealing someone's groceries. Like, what? They
said this happened in Washington D.C. at the area mall. Yeah, try those pranks in Texas. Come down here.
Most of us are strapped,
And that's another thing. A lot of these prank channels, they pick what they probably perceive as easy targets. They most of these guys, unless that's the prank, they're not going to be messing with too many bodybuilders.
God. Danny says, "I know where Luigi lives." Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
In Brooklyn.
Oh goodness! All right. Let us know what you guys think about these prank channels. I know, I don't wish anybody harm. I wish the guy a speedy recovery. But look, you got what you asked for. I mean, what do they say? What's that saying? Your ass is writing checks. Well, your mouth is writing checks that your ass can't cash.
Play stupid games, win stupid
prizes. Yeah, always. All right, what's next?
You were going to talk about the Blue
Beetle.
Yeah.
The box office?
Did you watch the Blue Beetle? No, the Blue Beetle trailer.
Oh, the Blue Beetle trailer. I saw most of it.
Most of the trailer?
Most of the trailer, yeah. No, I saw what basically the gist of it. Yeah.
So there's this other channel out there. It's like what I call like the Fox News of nerddom, the fandom minutes. They're called Geeks and Gamers. These guys. Let me give you some perspective here.
And Chris, I'm gonna step out.
Oh no problem. Right. So if you guys don't follow the Geeks and the Gamers, or what I call the Freaks and Framers, they had their own little rant about the Blue Beetle movie, and I'm going to give Giovanni some time to drain the lizard, because there's a video that I need him to watch. But full disclosure, one of the guys on Geeks and Gamers, this guy's name is Kyle, is like RK Ryan Kinel. Mm-hmm. Went on this whole crazy ass rant about it. Now, for perspective, this is the same guy on Geeks and Gamers who had a problem that the Batman movie didn't have enough white heroes. He was mad that all the good people of Gotham City were people of color. And he went to see the movie at the theaters. He got in his car, turned his phone on, and complained that all the bad guys were white. But he acknowledged that the main character, the good guy, was also the white. But he had a problem with all the good people in Gotham City were all people of color. The mayor was a good person. She was black. Commissioner Gordon, they changed him to blue. He had a whole rant on it on his Geeks and Gamers channel about that. So when the Blue Beetle trailer came out, I was curious on what their response was going to be, because at the end of the trailer, there was a little something that was mentioned about Batman and what. And if you don't know much about the current DC Blue Beetle, it's a Hispanic character. So I looked. I don't normally go to their channel. I don't like the gamers, those guys. And full disclosure, I have collabed with this guy. This guy that I'm talking about, Ryan, I collabed with him purely by accident. I was invited to another person's channel, and he happened to also be another guest on it. But when I learned what the fandom menace was really about, I didn't want anything to do. I can't make my channel about everything that I fucking hate. That's basically what their channel is about. Everything is woke. Okay, so
show me on the doll where you've been hurt.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to, here's a 1 minute little clip that explains what I'm talking about here. This is the Geeks and Gamers little short reaction to the Blue Beetle trailer. Check this out. If I can get it to play.
Let's check out this Blue Beetle trailer. I heard something about the last line of this.
I'm already out. This is awful.
I hate all the George Lopez stuff, honestly.
Bro, it's like Batman stuff. Batman's a fascist.
Jeez. What a way to end it. George Lopez saying Batman is a fascist.
Good.
All right, listen. I like Blue Beetle as a character. I'm not as big of a fan as the Jaime Reyes version as I am of Ted Kord's version.
He's less known than Guardians of the Galaxy probably was when they were announced.
Way too much George Lopez in general. The Batman is fascist at the end is just, this is pandering.
What?
These stupid 20-year-old furry profile picture, she, them, don't know what your gender is, don't buy comics, don't have money to go to movies. That's who that is pandering to. Batman is a fascist. Fuck off with that. That's so stupid.
So he had a problem with the Batman is a fascist line, but he had to throw in they don't even know what their genders are. These are back in the 80s and the 90s, in the nerd sphere. These would be two sets of like the hardcore nerds versus each other, arguing with each other. And the bullies that were hunting around, they would still kick all of their asses. But today, now you can make money by dividing the fans, the hardcore real fans versus the casual fans. So, like I said, this is the same guy who had a problem with the movie The Batman, because all the good people in Gotham City were all people of color.
It's like you're taking a tiny little snippet from a trailer that you have no idea what that was in context to or anything, when you know a lot of these movies typically have a character that's the comedy is they hate everything through the whole movie. They always say angry things or whatever.
That's how they make.
That's just meant to be funny in context because they're grouchy about everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's not meant to be for real, or like taking things way too serious.
Like people talk shit about Superman too, but no one's gonna get all angry because you did.
I mean, this is the same people that when it was announced that Superman might be being played, they might change him to a black guy and stuff like this. This is the channel that's gonna always have a problem with everything. Everything is too woke. Everything is this and that and the other. It's just there might be some things I might even agree with.
Daniel hasn't even watched the movie yet.
Danny said what?
They said they haven't even watched it yet. So how do they even? Now they're.
It's the Batman is a fascist line that I knew that was going to trigger that dude, because Because his billionaire hero Batman. I mean, if you want to be real about Batman, I mean, Batman is a dude that's is a vigilante, which is against the law, who beats up people who probably. There's probably a dude in Gotham City. Like, let me talk about these people as if they're real. There's a guy in Gotham City right now who is a single father. His children are starving, and he has a criminal background. He can't get a job. The only person that's hiring is the Riddler. So he agrees to watch to be the lookout for the Riddler's latest little scheme. Batman swoops in, beats this fucking guy within an inch of his life, puts him in the hospital, puts him in more debt. This guy's already poor. Billionaire playboy beats the crap out of this guy and beats the hell out of him within an inch of his life because he was just trying to feed his kid. And stuff like that. They've talked about that in the Batman comic books before. And that was the joke, why Batman is a fascist. But this dude went on a whole rant because he talked about George Lopez. He was just focused on George Lopez. I like Blue Beetle, but I don't like this new version of Blue Beetle that's played by a Hispanic guy. You know, like that's pretty much his whole position.
Yeah. Did you even look at the comics, right?
He says he does, and that's the point. Because he's a real fan, and he's trying to he's trying to make Blue Beetle great again. I don't know. I don't know, but it's these channels. It's just like the prank channels. It's these channels that always want to talk about what they hate. These guys always want to show how tough they are. Like if you saw the video close, if I played the video again, the dude looks at himself on the screen every time he's about to drop an F-bomb. He wants to see himself being tough. These fucking losers. And he blinks like 50,000 times like a crack fiend. I don't know what this guy's problem is. He wants to see himself being tough. Showing off his workout video. He reminds me of that movie 8 Mile. While this guy stands, what did Eminem say? While this guy stands tough, notice that this guy does not have his hands up. This free world has you gassed up. Now tell me who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Nobody. These guys just have their little cone of
But they have their own
assholes.
They have their own little podcast.
Where
they can say whatever they want.
Dude, I've said it a billion times on this channel. If the internet gods were to come down right now and say, Chris, I guarantee you'll have 1 million followers tomorrow. All you have to do is hate on Chris Hemsworth, that's Thor, and just shit on him like the way that other girl, what's that with the Brie Larson hater? What's her name? The Mecha Harpy,
random.
whatever her fucking name is. Everything is Brie Larson. Oh my God. Yeah. But it would have to be a guarantee. If you can guarantee me, I said all the time, I'll be a grifter on YouTube and pretend like I hate all these people. If you can guarantee me the money, but if it's not a guarantee, I'm not gonna pretend to be something I'm not. But just because it's just so much damn energy that's involved, and I just can't get on here and pretend that these people, these actors mean that much to me.
You're on here because you're genuine.
I'm on here because I like to have fun. I like to talk about movies and stuff like that. But these guys, these geeks and gamers, like they always have a hard on for everybody. Like Brie Larson, she's such an asshole because she asked for more inclusion in the media. She wants more black outlets to cover things like Black Panther. Oh my God! And you know what they said about her on Geeks and Gamers? Get this. Brie Larson hates white people. That's what they said. Because she asked for more inclusion. She didn't ask for Variety, Deadline, the Hollywood Reporter's chairs to be taken away. She just said more inclusion of black outlets should be invited also to cover things like Black Panther.
And they took it as
like white people. It was a whole 2 years of Brie Larson. Oh, I talked about it a lot on this channel. Oh yeah, don't get me started on this. But that's how these geeks and gamers are. When I got introduced to the geeks and the gamers, the fandom menace, whatever the fuck they call themselves, I was like,
Danny.
Jesus wants to know: are you worried that someone from that channel?
I don't give a fuck if they see this. I don't care.
Maybe you want them to see this.
Maybe that's the hustle. Maybe I'm grifting right now because the more dislikes and thumbs down you bomb on this channel, the more views we'll get. So bring it on. T3 Media versus Geeks and Games. We're not big enough, or I don't talk about them enough to get on their their fan base's radar, and I'm not going to.
Yeah.
And not because I'm afraid. It's because I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to talk about them every day. That's the difference between me and people like them. They will when they got on the Brie Larson train, they talked about it every day. I talked about that on this channel years ago. Brie Larson, the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie's coming out. Brie Larson was caught washing her hair in the shower. Marvel is doing this. DC is doing that. Brie Larson. But it was over and over again. That was just one of their topics.
I've seen all the hate.
Those hate channels.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. No. T3 Medias is not becoming I'm also not joining those groups of guys who like to want to take down the Geeks and Gamers. I'm not joining that shit. I don't have time. I'm not a celebrity worshiper, and I'm not gonna think about a geek or a gamer too much at all. I don't lose sleep over these guys. If they want to see me in person, come down to Texas and come see me if you can. I'm not hard to find. I don't care. I'm not calling for violence. I don't care about it. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not gonna be one of these assholes on the internet and be like, I'll be acting tough. I'll come over your house. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna waste my time.
Yeah, you're not gonna waste your energy on that.
I'm a grown men yelling at a camera. Ooh, like these beefs never happen. It's all stupid. But my point is the need the point is they get clicks and they're trying to make money, but the need to always harp on these things as if they matter. Batman's a fascist. I can't believe you talked about my love for Batman. I know the real reason why he's shitting on the Blue Beetle trailer, and the reason why he focused on George Lopez.
Yeah.
So hard. That's why I brought up the fact. Go back to his other video where he talked about how white people are being portrayed in the Batman, and you'll connect the dots on why he's bringing up George Lopez a lot and Blue Beetle. It's not hard to figure out. They've been accused of a lot of things. Fuck those guys. All right, let's go. Yeah. Let's move on to.
You look at Danny's recent super chat.
What time is it? That's the question.
What time is it?
So I said it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I told him the actual time.
It's 10:40. Oh, he's trying to keep us back on track. But yeah, that's the whole point. I promised that this was going to be a tight 30 show. Of course it's not. Every time I guarantee that the show lasts for an hour and 30 minutes.
And then you got Danny asking us what time it is. So
look.
He's telling you, move it.
He's telling me to wrap the fucking shit up. The geeks and the gamers don't give a damn. All right. I apologize.
Well, we don't give a damn about the geeks and the gamers.
Yeah.
He's waiting for you to take your shirt off.
I humble myself. Yeah, I'll be like that Ryan guy. They're trying to like 105 pounds, trying to look. He tries to flex a lot on his channel. For a guy who says I never watch the channel, I know a lot when I go back and look at the clips. So I mean, it's not like I subscribe to that stuff.
You do your research.
It's my research. You do your research, and you learn a lot about a little about a lot of things. But let me tell you something about Brie Larson.
All right, well, tell us about box office and upcoming whatever we got.
What? Oh, let me. Let's go. Let's get into the reviews real quick. Let me go to
the box office and upcoming movies.
Let's go to Box Office Mojo real quick. What is how is what's the movie?
How much for Luigi to take his shirt off?
No. Let's not go there anymore. I'm having a brain fart. I wanted to how over the weekend. How did John Wick? That's what I was trying to say. Where's John Wick at right now in the box office? That's something I want to go into real quick. Let me see if I can pull the right screen here. If I can find it. John Wick worldwide 250. I thought it would be more by now. That drop is scaring me.
I think I know what it is.
What do you think?
Competition from other big movies.
Yeah, but after that first week, I don't know. I thought the fact that it's a 3-hour movie. What was I can't remember what the budget was. Either way it goes, it's still a success no matter what. I see it as a success.
Well, I mean, Dungeons and Dragons stole a spot.
Dungeons and Dragons beat.
And then Super Mario's stealing their spot. So.
Oh yeah, Dungeons and Dragons though, but Dungeons and Dragons is at 82 million worldwide.
I don't know why they're
That's week
releasing
one, right?
big movies 1 week after another after another. Like, they need to space this out so that they can get more money. It's all this competition is why, like, these big movies aren't making as much money as they should. So
You still want to see Dungeons and Dragons, man?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
it was a very fun movie.
It was?
Yes.
I have not seen it yet.
Very fun, and if you like fantasy, medieval style, yes, I definitely recommend it.
But
And it's fun like Guardians of the Galaxy.
But it's only going to get worse for Dungeons and Dragons and John Wick and stuff because now, I mean, they're not. Well, Dungeons and Dragons is in the same vein of a Super Mario, but I know John Wick isn't. It's not going to take away those audiences. But Dungeons and Dragons, I see the drop of this week's drop of Super Mario is going to hurt Dungeons and Dragons more than anything else. It's a family film and things like that. But that's the reason why.
Which night of WrestleMania did you like better, one or two?
One. I liked the first day first. Even though the Usos should not have lost their when the Usos lost their title belts, I thought Roman Reigns could lose, but I'm glad he didn't. And the girl that I'm trying to hook Tabitha up with or become a fan of, Rhea Ripley, she became the women's champion. I loved WrestleMania. I love day one, but more than day two. Okay, there. That's a good question. Very good question. I got to do more wrestling talk on this channel. Let's move on, though, to our first review. And that is, Tetris. I thought it was going to be Super Mario. I'm saving Super Mario for last. What was it called? Let me take. Before on Game Boy, before there was Mario, there was Tetris, on Game Boy at least. Even though Mario came before Tetris. Me and Joyce watched Tetris. Have you seen Tetris yet?
No, I haven't.
It is so good.
It's a fun ride.
It reminded me of like almost like the Wolf of Wall Street type of way it was filmed and whatnot. The character that's played, what is his name? Taron Egerton.
Taron Egerton.
My favorite movie of him is The Kingsman because of that last scene. Like, if you save the world, can we do it in the butthole? And he's like, I'll be right back.
Do it in the butthole.
Yes.
I'm about to save the world.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll be right back. My favorite. I love this guy. But
yeah, that first Kingsman was so good.
That first one was awesome. But this movie is so much fun from the first minute. I'm not gonna spoil the movie. This is a normal spoiler review. The second he sits down, he's inside. He's talking to who was he talking to? His banker. His banker. And he's explaining to him like you can already tell this dude is taking chances and failed. He's tried. He's invested in things to make video games that just did not work, and his banker was like through with him. But the way he sat down, and he was like, "What if I told you that there was an opportunity out there, like in Russia?" And he sets it up in the first 5 minutes.
The whole movie was going to be him talking to his banker.
I thought it was that. But the first 5 minutes is him convincing his banker to loan him more money so he can take a chance to go get the rights to Tetris from Russia, which was a whole thing. Even this is during the Cold War and stuff. But the way he sets it up, I knew. The first 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, this movie's gonna be good because the way he told. He convinced me to give him $1 million to go to Russia. The way he set it up, he's like, I was trying to sell my shitty game that wasn't selling, and then my assistant, who was supposed to help me sell this game, I couldn't find her, and she's playing this game called Tetris, and a game I never heard of, and I was mad that she wasn't helping me, but I sat down. She convinced me to play it. I played it for 1 minute. He said I literally played this game for 1 minute. And that was 2 weeks ago or a week ago. And I'm still seeing falling blocks in my dreams. The way he painted this picture of this simple ass game, this game that I did not know had this crazy ass history of getting the rights. It was dangerous what this man went through. I mean, there was betrayal, there's sex, there's fights, there's blood.
Like to Google while we're watching.
She's always fact checking the movie while we're watching.
Stories and whatnot, but this was shown at South by Southwest. I guess that's when they debuted it or whatever. And the character that Taron Egerton is playing, and the real guy, and the real guy that created Tetris, they were at the premiere to see see it because they're still best friends. They've been best friends for like 40 years.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I mean, the whole thing was about the corrupt Soviet Union were trying to keep the rights to Tetris under their control and not to let it out to Japan and America.
They were, explaining the background, like they didn't believe you couldn't play video games there. They didn't allow it.
The game was even banned in Russia, and it was made by a Russian.
They don't allow video games, so
Nintendo was giving them a great deal.
Way around it was he created Tetris for computers and worded it in such a way that it's not a video game, so that people were playing it at work on their PCs.
And all these other shady companies were trying to get the rights for consoles, handheld rights, arcade rights. That's what this whole fight was about. Tetris was taking. But one thing I loved about this movie was when John Edgerton's character convinced his wife to go, because his wife was also his business partner on it. The way he convinced his wife to go in on it with him was, while he was talking to his wife at home about this game Tetris and about how, I mean, this is like probably the umpteenth time that he's risked their family money for a pipe dream. His daughters were in the background playing the game. And the whole time he's trying to convince his wife, this is how he convinced her. He says, listen, what do you hear right now? Dead silence.
He goes, when was the last time you've heard nothing?
When was the last time? Yeah, the two girls, they had like 3 kids. When was the last time you heard this much silence? And the camera cuts to the kids. They're just. He saw it. He's like, this is a game about 4 blocks. Even the name Tetris, Tetris is about the number 4 and it's the number 4 and the word tennis fused together. Tetris is a Russian word for like 4 or something like that, and tennis. That's what Tetris is about. But he was so convinced that this game, he was trying to convince Nintendo not to focus on Mario for Game Boy, to get the console rights for Tetris, because this game will get, not only will it get kids.
Game Boy hadn't been introduced, so it didn't even exist yet.
And now I'm telling the movie, my bad, but this game is not only just for kids, but it can also get the attention of adults. Adults were the first ones to be hooked on this, and kids also. So he was just like, it's one of those visionary stories. It almost played like a biopic, like those biopics where the musician. You're waiting for Elton John in his biopic, or Michael Jackson, I guess, in his upcoming biopic, to finally sing Thriller. Like, he's going through all these trials and tribulations, and then he's sitting in the corner writing his masterpiece. And what's that called? I'm thinking about calling it Thriller. And you're waiting for Thriller to be sung on the damn screen. It played like that. It's like, when is he gonna get the rights to this damn game? It was tense. It was. It had action, sex,
very fast-moving.
betrayal, politics. What was it?
That's crazy.
It was a really good.
It was funny as hell.
It was really good.
If you have Apple TV Plus, Tetris is a good time. You will not be disappointed. It captures.
Apple TV Plus also. Shrinking is very good. We haven't finished yet.
Yeah, the TV show Shrinking. Shrinking. That's a very funny show.
It's very, very nice to see Harrison Ford be funny.
On Shrinking. But moving on to what we all really came to talk about. We don't talk. Tetris is fun. Tetris is a fun game. But you know what else is fun?
I'll show you what's fun.
What's that?
This.
Oh, good sound effect. Good sound effect. That makes sense.
If you Google Super Mario Bros. Movie, and there's a little question mark box, you can click on it, and that will come up.
Awesome. Okay, that's not going to get annoying.
No, it won't.
But, Gio, the spotlight is on you, bro. Okay. When did you see Super Mario?
Yesterday.
You watched it yesterday? Was that yesterday when I watched it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We both saw it yesterday. Yeah. What time did you go? You go early in the afternoon?
7 p.m.
I went early. I went at like a 2 o'clock or 4. Was it a 4 o'clock showing? 3 o'clock showing?
I was so busy at work I could not see it earlier.
Yeah. What did you think? The stage is, let me give, since we went on and on about Tetris, let me give you the floor for what did you think about Super Mario Brothers? And then remember, at the end of our review, we're going to give our for me rating. 1 out of 5
yeah, well,
for me.
What's your for me rating?
I'm not going to give it away yet. I'm going to wait till the end, but I'm going to talk about the movie first.
For Tetris.
Oh, my bad. Let me go back. For me, Tetris gets
For me.
For me. Did that even go through? Let me make sure that works.
For me.
Tetris gets, I would say, 3.5 out of 5.
3.5 out of 5.
3.5 out of 5. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 for me's out of 5. Joy, what's your for me rating for
I'm giving it at least 4.
At least a 4. I'm a stickler. I don't like to get anywhere near a perfect score. We just gave John Wick Chapter 4 5 for me's.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a 3.5. You're a 4. Let's average out. I'll say 4. Okay. Tetris gets 4 for me's. We'll average it out. 4 for me's.
Or 3.75.
Because it was so damn good and rewatchable. I'm gonna round up because I'm not doing 3.7 because that'll just make me just say a Clerks joke. 37. Anyway, if you're a Kevin Smith fan, you know that joke. Back to the lesson at hand. Luigi, what did you think about the Super Mario Brothers?
It's very good, and I really enjoyed it. And I think that, yeah.
Hot take.
I think that the wait and the hype for a well done Super Mario Bros. Movie was, I think it was well worth it. And I think that Nintendo rightly chose Illumination Animation Studios for their movie. And they delivered with the visuals on such an astounding level. And I'm like, this is what you would think of as a great animated Super Mario Bros. Movie. Okay. And with all the great characters, like, I honestly think, I know I'm just wearing the shirt, but I think Luigi was one of the best parts about it. And he wasn't even in the movie that much.
I think Luigi was better than Mario in this one. It's weird to say about an animated movie, but you're right. I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Even though Mario, I feel like, people are like, oh, well, Chris Pratt didn't really do the voice, but now after seeing the movie,
you understand what they were doing with it.
Yeah, they wanted to make him more human and have a more human voice. Like if you do the
less stereotypy, more human. Yeah.
If he had that Mario voice from the video games all the time, I think it would have gotten annoying.
I agree with that.
Yeah, like have him have more of like a human voice.
Yeah. And
I think Chris Pratt knocked out of the park with his voiceover. And all the other characters too. Obviously Jack Black as Bowser.
He was perfect as Bowser.
Yes, so good, so intimidating, but also funny and wacky as Jack Black always is. Such a great choice for Bowser. And then there's a big plot that hasn't been revealed yet in trailers of Bowser's plan. And I thought it was hilarious how he was going about it in the movie. And also Donkey Kong. I was kind of apprehensive, like, can Seth Rogen really do a good Donkey Kong? And I thought, well, seeing the movie,
I felt like his voice as Donkey Kong was the best match of it, even better than Bowser. I thought his Donkey Kong was even better than Bowser.
Really?
I did. I liked him better as Donkey Kong than I did Jack Black as Bowser, and I thought he was a perfect fit. That jealousy. But go ahead. I'll let you.
No. I agree with you on that because I feel like also with Seth Rogen's voice, it kind of made him seem like he was a little younger kind of Donkey Kong because he has his father up there when they're in the battle arena when he's about to fight against Mario. Yeah. But one of the funniest bits is when you hear Seth Rogen's laugh.
Yeah, that's Seth Rogen.
He's like,
yeah.
It was so funny. But I think it's a great film. I don't think it's a bad film. I don't think it's a perfect film either. Like there's a few story elements that weren't really fleshed out that I wish were, and I wish there was more time with Mario and Luigi because they're separated. And I would like to see more of an intro with Mario and Luigi because they work so well together. You can see their camaraderie because they're brothers and they love each other and they want each other to succeed, regardless of what other people they don't like them. Regardless of what people don't like about the Mario Brothers, they are true to each other, and you see it in the beginning and at the end of the movie. And I honestly think that it's a great film. I recommend it to anyone who's a video game fan and who's a Mario Bros fan. And if this movie becomes a huge success, you never know what Nintendo properties are going to be made into movies. Metroid, Legend of Zelda.
That was one of the reasons why I wanted this to be a good movie. But anything else you want to add?
No, you go ahead. Good.
It was interesting to me that during your review of it, the most that you talked about was the visuals. I agree with that because I had a lot of problems with the way it was, like you said at the end of your review, fleshed out. I'm not going to lie. This movie was great for the family dynamic and just for targeting the kids. It did a lot of what it should have done as far as like the whole, all the Easter eggs for all the generations of us Mario fans. If you were an 80s baby like me and you grew up with Mario and stuff, all those Easter eggs were there. But the great visuals, which visually Illumination did an outstanding job. It was one of the best
out of the park.
One of the best animations I've seen in a long time.
Just
visually, it was stunning.
Just the Mario Kart portion alone
was great.
Yeah.
But while I was watching, I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I was falling asleep a lot. I almost dozed off 3 times watching this movie. And maybe it was because I watched enough of it to know that I don't want to watch it again. And maybe I was tired, or maybe I was just having an off. Like maybe my sleep was off. I mean, there's a person here in the studio that might have kept me up a little late for something. I'll just say it like that. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But when I walked out the movie, I thought there was only one part of the movie that made me laugh that I didn't already see in the trailer. Everything else that made me laugh was already in the trailer. I didn't laugh that much at all the other jokes. But when I walked out, I was like, my kids are going to love this. This was perfectly targeted at kids. You have to walk into this movie with I'm going to turn myself into my Toys R Us kid version of myself and go have a good time with Mario and Luigi again. If you do that, you'll have a great time with it. But if you're an adult and look, there's been plenty of times as an adult and you're like, I don't feel like watching a kid's movie. You sit there, you bring your kids and you watch it, and then the movie stuns you and you go, oh, that was good for whether you were a kid or an adult. Sonic the Hedgehog, for example. I kept comparing it to Sonic the Hedgehog. I was like, even if I knew nothing about Sonic the Hedgehog because of what Jim Carrey's performance and what he did, Wreck-It Ralph is a good example. I had a great. At one part of the movie, I compared it to Wreck-It Ralph, knowing that Wreck-It Ralph was jocking off of what Mario and Donkey Kong and them did originally. And that's not fair. I was like, why am I? And I think because they did it better. And I was like, that kicked my butt. Visually, it was stunning. But then that could only keep my attention as a child. The adults, I feel like if you're anything like me, for me, let me get the soundboard up. There we go again. We're going to have to go after dark because thanks to donations, we have hit our goal, by the way. We're going to be going after dark. You asked for it. You like it. I love it. It's coming. But for me, I always base a movie on how rewatchable it was, and I went in and I read some of those reviews. I saw that the Rotten Tomatoes score said that it was at 53%. When I went in and watched it, I was like, "Come on, it can't be like that." I'm like, I was gonna join us real fans. I was gonna go Geeks and Gamers on it. We're the real fans. Like, no, the fuddy duddy critics don't know what they're talking about. And I was like, it didn't capture. It didn't. I enjoyed it. But I'm not. It wasn't enough. I'm not spoilers. If you alert, if you don't want to know anything about the movie, I'm gonna put this spoiler sign up for a second and give a little bit of a spoiler. I'm gonna keep that up right there while I talk about this. So you've been warned. Here we go. The part at the beginning of the movie when they talked about the dilemma, how Mario doesn't feel like he's important enough or super enough and all that. They make that commercial. We're the Super Mario Brothers. Then they're getting made fun of by their old boss. You should never quit your steady job and to join
to do plumbing.
To do plumbing, yeah. The dilemma, like you said, it was so thin. They didn't They didn't elaborate on their dilemmas and their trials and tribulations, what they were going through at home. They talked about it. You know the story was pointing to that. That was the overall goal of the story. But when like movies like when Disney and Pixar, when they really emotionally hit you with these dilemmas, and they go through these stages of solving the problem and growing and learning and rising above through all this adversity and all that, and becoming better on the other side. You go through the fire and you're better on the other side. But their problems that they dealt with in that movie, they didn't need to get zapped into a damn portal and fight Koopa to get through all that got there. The dad didn't really believe in him all that much, and I know it hurt his feelings, but his dad wasn't like a verbally abusive or angry dad or nothing like that. That was still a loving family. That guy their boss that didn't believe in him. I mean, he came in with a few zingers and he was in and out, and we've seen this before. Like, when they came into the real world and they saved the Earth from our world, or the real world from Koopa and stuff, and now all of Brooklyn loves them again. I didn't like the way it was executed. It felt cheap to me. It was too predictable, and it wasn't anything that I haven't seen before. And I'm not saying that Pixar hasn't retold all the same emotional stuff before either. But when they do it, they can draw an emotion out of you. Like the beginning of Up, when the wife dies, and the beginning, they got you emotionally. So as an adult, you were already invested. Like, holy shit, this is about death. Like, I thought this was just gonna be a stupid movie about balloons. But they killed her, and they as the kids are already watching because they're watching the visuals, but the adults are invested because that was gut wrenching.
He grew up,
and you watch an emotional thing. This felt to me, for me, like it was only targeted to the kids. Like that's how it felt.
Peter says, "Is it better to you than the first Mario movie?"
10 times better than the first Mario movie.
It had to be better.
It had to be. They even made fun of it. I'll stop. No more spoilers now. They even made fun of the original Mario by not really, but by that callback to the Mario Brothers TV show and stuff like that. They were doing like a little callback to the old Mario. It was 10 times better. But here was the problem that I really had with it. The story, for me, wasn't anything different than what we saw in any other video games.
Daniel's still throwing money at you.
In the video games, Koopa comes out almost like pardon my French, Koopa's coming off like a date rapist who's always grabbing a princess and forcing her to marry. In this version, spoiler alert, guys, but in this movie, Koopa was like a romantic who wanted to convince the princess to fall for him, and then when she said no, then he turned into a toxic asshole. He turned into the real Koopa. But this was something that we have already seen millions of times before in the cutscenes of all these Mario video games. So I was expecting something new or a more fleshed out story. Why is Koopa the way he is? We didn't get any of that. No, the ship slowly comes in, just like it always does in the video games. The sexual aggressive big guy grabs the girl and was like, "You gonna take it?" and then Mario comes in and saves the day. I mean, it was the same story. We've seen it a billion times.
The only difference is that Luigi gets captured, not Peach, in the beginning.
That's true. You're right about that. That was the biggest difference. It felt like they were trying to force Luigi hitting that castle video game, Luigi's Mansion into it. Like they didn't want it to. This was a Super Mario Brothers movie, so they wanted to have both to be a part of it. But it was mostly focused on Mario.
Yeah.
The whole thing about the one joke that I said that I did like. That had me laugh that I did not see in the trailer was the whole throwback to Jumpman. Was that a relative in the restaurant where he was playing the Jumpman video game? Was that another relative, or was that just a guy who just happened to look like Mario, original version of Mario?
I think
Was he a relative? Was he an uncle?
Well, Jumpman was the original name of
Mario. That is Mario's original name. Yeah, but I mean, and Jumpman was in the movie.
Yeah.
But was that a relative, or was that just a guy?
I think so, but I know that Charles Martinet, who is the original voice of Mario, he did voice Mario's dad. I'm not sure if that was him.
Yeah.
But that I need to look into that.
The Jumpman joke was the thing that made me laugh. Everything else I saw in the trailer, I was looking for. Oh, go ahead.
I think Bowser made me laugh a lot. Jack
I mean, he brought it, but like the thing that I was looking for, like in the trailer, that creature that was like only death will be your escape or stuff like that.
Oh,
I thought that character was gonna really get dark and really bring it. But we already saw the joke in the trailer, and I was like, I went in thinking that this was gonna be a laugh riot. But I'm agreeing with if I was a Rotten Critics Tomatoes guy, which I'm not. I don't know why, because I'm awesome. I would probably have given it a rotten as well. You would have given it a fresh. You would have given it a high score.
I would give it a fresh, but I'm a little apprehensive about that just because, like, I know there are flaws in it. Yeah. And the storytelling could have been way better. And I don't think the visual noise was enough to keep my attention. It's enough to keep a kid's attention, but it wasn't enough to keep mine. But what would you? Yeah, I feel like I enjoyed it a lot more, probably more than you did. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the characters could have been fleshed out a bit more. Like Bowser's story could have been fleshed out more. They barely did it with Peach, and they were like, "Oh, I just kind of was just sent into this world. How did I get here? I don't know." Yeah, I was expecting to learn a lot more about Bowser. Yeah. And they don't even show like how they got there. He was just already conquering worlds. Yeah, I just appeared in this this pipe into the Mushroom Kingdom. I don't know how I got here. Yeah, why was this? That to me was a throwback to the original Mario movie from the '90s. Like these portals are just there. Yeah, how do you get here? None of those guys that were working on those pipes. If nobody's ever gone through that portal before, the government doesn't know about this. What the? Yeah. So that's the part. There was no magic. Now, if there was a magical explanation from the Super Mario, the worlds, the other sides, that was because in the movie I think that's how it happened. I think something happened on the other side that opened the portal and brought Mario's in. But no, I don't think that. No. Is it something that they did that got them in there?
Peter,
I think we're looking too much into this because Peter makes a good.
Were you expecting Illumination to do Pixar stuff?
No. If I was to say that Illumination has ever done Pixar stuff, they if you want to call Pixar stuff like what the examples about like emotionally drawing you in and stuff, they've done it before with Despicable Me and in the Shrek movie. They've done it before.
Illumination is not DreamWorks.
I understand. Illumination
has done Despicable Me and Secret Life of Pets and
they. I'm mixing up Minions and stuff like that. Yeah. You're right. But even the Secret Life of Pets, I didn't expect to have that much fun. I had more fun with that than I did with Mario because I was more invested in the characters. Maybe it's because I already knew. They didn't tell me anything more about Mario than I already knew. Really. That's the thing. It was just all Easter eggs.
And that's the thing with these video games is that there isn't much story in these video games. You're just Mario and you're playing. And it
played like that. This movie played like I put a quarter in and the movie started. That's how it played.
But like in these video games, you're not really given the backstory, and that's what the movie's supposed to do. You're supposed to give in the backstory of a lot of these characters that we know nothing about. Yeah. I don't know anything about these characters except what the movie told me. Yeah. And from what the movie told me, I kind of learned. I didn't really learn that much about them, but.
It was already stuff we already knew from the video game.
Yeah. Except for, like, I didn't know that Mario was a human and grew up in Brooklyn. And
I knew that from the TV show.
The old
TV. They fleshed out the Mario backstory. If you grew up in the 90s and stuff, you ever watched the Super Mario Brothers TV show, that was the joke. That commercial that they did in the beginning of the movie. That song was that theme song for that old Super Mario Brothers cartoon. They're two brothers from Brooklyn. Stereotypical, the Japanese stereotype of what Italians in Brooklyn would be like, I guess. Plumbers, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. if you have kids and family and kids will enjoy it. I'm wondering if my kids have already seen it. I'm kind of hoping they've already seen it before they come to over here. Because I know I'm gonna have to take them. I'm not gonna want to sit through that again. That's just me.
I would like to watch it.
You would watch it again?
Yes, I would. Yeah,
I would watch it again at home.
I think I like the performances of the characters so much that I would like to watch it again. Yeah.
Maybe on the second watch I'll watch it. I mean, I'll enjoy it more. But I'm only gonna watch it again at home. I'm not gonna unless the kids want me to take them to see it. I'll go to the theaters and watch it. But if I don't have to, I'll wait until it comes out on.
But although I do understand your point, like I understand why you wouldn't want to watch it again because. You weren't really emotionally invested.
It didn't grab me emotionally.
And I guess I like that. I like the portrayal of the characters so well, even though the story is kind of iffy. But also, I don't really like the placement of the '80s music that was in there either, which is kind of weird. Like, why are you putting?
Because Mario was made in the '80s. And
how do they square that with Yoshi's?
I saw that pop up. I honestly believe if Yoshi was in this movie, I would have had a better time.
I think so too.
Yoshi is almost like Baby Groot, or Baby Yoda, or Groot, or something like that.
Yeah, like Yoshi could have helped take out Bowser.
Yeah, Yoshi involved in it probably would have made it a much more fun. Yeah. But they're probably saving that for like part 2 or something like that.
Which is weird because they had a herd of Yoshis in the movie. And then
I probably dozed off. I didn't even see that.
It's in there. It's just like a blanket and you miss it kind of thing.
That's what I'm saying. This movie was mostly just a bunch of Easter eggs. Which was fine, but I don't feel like that was if you were an adult who even never played. And there are a few of them out there who even never played or was into Mario. Because remember back in the day, it was you were either a Sonic guy or a Mario guy. I mean, I was both. Yeah. I like both of them. But the Sonic movie got Jim Carrey. I mean, he as Dr. Robotnik, he pulled you in. It was because he was doing his Jim Carrey thing. Jack Black did his thing, and he was every time he was on screen, I was entertained. Yeah. But it wasn't enough. But with Sonic was funny as well. The dynamic between him and the humans and stuff was maybe they should have made. I thought it was a brilliant idea to make it all animation because we saw what the live action did, and I think they were trying to get away from that. But,
with like Detective Pikachu.
But maybe it should have been part human, part. Like CGI / real humans, maybe, but it probably would have got compared to the original one.
I don't know how they could have done that without being compared so much to the original.
Exactly. So damn if you do, damn if you don't. But what's your for me? For me, guys, I'm at a 2.
For me,
my for me rating for this movie is a 2, a solid 2. And I love Mario, but I did not enjoy this movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe I did enjoy the original Mario more than because I was a kid.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually have not seen that original one
because
I don't know if I should.
And that was I was excited. I was playing Mario at the time as a kid, so that's probably why I had a better time in the theaters. This was a better story and better done. It was far more superior. But as a kid, I probably had more fun. If my kids watch this movie and then watch the old Mario movie, they're gonna like the new one version better.
Well, yeah,
because that was what they got introduced to first. Yeah, maybe I should force them to watch the old one first and then take them to see the Mario movie. I don't know, but for me, it's a 2 out of 5. What about you? What's your rating for it?
Well, for me, play that. Yeah.
For me,
I'm gonna give it 3.5.
3.5. So we're at like a 3.
1.5 difference.
Yeah. So we're pretty much meet in the middle, like a 3. Average it out.
Well, I
up.
like it more than I don't like it. I know that like if we're doing like
and I was just okay with it. That's why I said I'll meet you in the middle and just say between a 2. I know 2.5 to.
It's a 3.
Yeah. I'll meet you in the middle. I'll say we'll average it out and we'll give it a 3. So we give it 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5.
For us.
Yes. For us. I feel like for me. 3. That's what. Let us know what you guys. If you guys have already seen the Mario movie, what do you rate it out of 5? Or out of town? Oh, out of 5. That's what's your for me rating for the Mario movie?
Yeah. I still recommend it, and anyone.
I recommend it if you have kids.
and I don't have any kids, and I know.
Well, you're a
people-
Toys R Us kid. You're a Toys R Us
well,
kid. You know,
it is what it is. You know,
it is what it is.
But I still really enjoyed it. But I know that there are flaws in it that people don't like. So,
And how?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. That is the show. That is the rundown. We went over. We even started late. It was totally Gio's fault because, of course, it's raining out here, guys. It's traffic.
Yeah.
You know.
People get into crashes.
Yeah,
It's not fun.
Yeah, it's not fun. But we want everybody to be safe. We want to thank you guys for joining us. And the show is gonna be over. I'm gonna end it off, but I'm gonna keep the cameras rolling, and we'll do some after dark because we technically activated it after dark, even though it's late. And I know my wife is ready for dinner. She's ready to go. If you want to check out, babe, you can after this. But I'm gonna keep going for a little bit.
And shit, I'm ready for dinner.
For some after dark talk.
Yeah, it's like
So.
2:20.
Guys, if you wanna reach out to me, you can find me on. I was gonna talk about Dave. I'll talk about that during the after dark portion of it. If you want to reach out to me, you can find me online at Chris W Fagan on all the socials and hit me up and follow me there, or at T3 Media's on our official social media accounts. And if you want to find our lovely sponsor Joy here, sponsor Joy, where can
My
people
TikTok
find you?
is Viola Fagan.
Because I put a ring on it.
My Instagram is Scrub Hats and More by Joy, which is I have.
You turn the mannequin in here.
And
She makes so if you work in the
I make
medical
those.
field and you want scrub hats, she makes scrub hats and more, and she's Joy.
Very fashionable.
Yes.
Yes.
And Giovanni, if they want to reach out to you, where can they find you online?
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at The Unoriginal Comics, and my personal Instagram is Gio the Real Giant. Follow me there.
Gio, the real giant. I didn't know that. I gotta follow you there. Am I following you there?
You do.
I do. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm the real giant, not the fake one.
Okay.
I'm the real giant.
I thought you said the real giant for a second.
No.
I was like, what? Oh, giant. Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Gio the Real Gina.
Yeah. The Gina. Gina. Fake news. Gina. Gina.
All right, that also reminds me of Austin Powers and Goldmember when was it Fat Bastard lose all his weight, and at the end of the movie he goes, "And my neck looks like a vagina." Oh man.
Yeah. All right, guys. All right. The rundown was brought to you in front of a live studio audience of Daniel, who's keeping the lights on over here, bro. All right, man. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep the party going
You know
because
what? Danny, I
you
want
paid
Danny
for the
asking
show.
actual
So
question.
here we go. All right, stick around.